Follow the finger.
Restorations where all turns new. Bikes and cars revived, it's quite a view. With Kaz and Winnie, the restoration team will make these classics fulfill their dream. Watch the shades from rust to shining chrome. Each builds a journey, glad you've come along. If our restorations get your motor running, like and subscribe, keep the channel humming.
Hello, I'm glad you made it back to the channel without looking it up in the on Google Maps. Right, now we are in the shed. It's teeming down with rain outside, but it's lovely and warm in here. It wasn't when I got in, it was 10 degrees, and now it's that much, which is suntan territory. Okay, Winston is obviously giving himself a prune, and a preen even. And the Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is in the garage for its winter shakedown. Get rid of all the little bits of rust and whatnot that the salt and that has caused, because I haven't really washed it for about a year. No, I've not had it a year yet. I'm just messing about. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because of the clutch cable. But the new bike said, yeah, there might be new bikes, but this one's done 5.5, nearly 6,000. And I don't think it's had an awful lot in the way of maintenance. Look at this, look. It's a shame you can't hear anything, because when we pull the handle, from all that, it's like you can almost see it juddering. See? That's how much something is rubbing somewhere. So I'm going to need to get myself a couple of 12mm spanners. We follow the finger round to here to loosen off that 12mm nut, spin that right off completely, and then we can undo this 10mm nut to take it off the splines, to loosen that, to get this nipple out of there, for it to take the boot off the cable, and then it will all go back through that tube, and then the cable will hopefully be free enough to make that lever floppy, and then we can get it out with that nipple on the end. Stop it. Right, yeah, so I need to take the cable out. I'm going to examine it, because I've looked online and they're not overly readily available, are they? Stuff like that. If they are, it's from India and it's a lot of money. So I do have many brand new clutch cables just lying around, literally lying around. So it won't take me long to see if I've got a same length one in stock, which will be Humpty Doody, isn't it? Have you seen me coffee making kit? Look at that. Isn't she good to me? Anyway, so ta-ta, we'll catch you in a minute. Right, something I always like to do when I'm using tools that could potentially, oh, for God's sake, could potentially scratch something if you need to use, you know, say metal on metal, something like that. I just like to be a bit Alan about it. And put a little bit of protection on there. We put that on there, look. And then half that. I'm happy with that. So then we'll put our sheaths. We know how to put these on, boys and girls, don't we? You haven't got to squeeze the air out of these ones. They're already hollow. Okay, so we'll do that. Now we need some sort of lighting apparatus. Okay. I thought they were in there. Right. Just warm them up a tad. We should run out of gas now. It's about right, isn't it? Yeah, this is quick, isn't it? Okay, yeah, that was good, wasn't it? What I'm going to do is just loosen off, because you've got the adjuster, you've got the lock ring here, so you need to undo the lock ring. Just, it should be finger tight. So you can do that, and then you can adjust that all the way in, but I'm not going to do that dry. I never go in dry. Hey lads, never go in dry. You know, these things here are sort of something and nothing, aren't they? Go on then, out you go then. Sugar. Okay, let's see him off, boy. See him off. Good lad. So we can now see how much easier that is, just with a tiny bit of lube. It's here we go. So that's giving it a little bit of slack, look. And we've already undone the 12 mil down here, which gives us a little bit of play now, look, in the cable, which means I should be able to push this clutch lever that way and get that out by hand. But of course that won't work. Oh, first time. First go, that's not bad. Oops. Oops. God, bloody amateur. I don't know. Let's just undo that. I'm actually going to take that bolt out and lose it somewhere on the floor. There we go. So we should be able to just slide that off now, minding the spring underneath it, because it is spring loaded by the looksy of it. Are you back in then? Hello. You're going to give us a hand? Okay. We'll put that spring back on there. And now look, we can simply take off, push that forward, drop that out of that link. You can see now how that works, can't you? Let's put that up there on the old Suzuki FZ50. Look at this little beauty. God, I love that little thing. So we can now take this. See, yeah, I think you're going to have to ruin that, aren't you, to get that off, because that's the only way you're going to get this off of there. Oh, there we go. Well, that wasn't too painful, was it? And let's take that 12 mil off of there. Okay, so that gives us that's free. Let's just pop those bits up there, make sure we don't lose them. We'll just lock the door again, or secure the door at least. Don't want any of that nasty rain coming in, so we should be able to just push this back like so. Oh, we got one of these. We've got another rubber on here, lads. Tell you what, it's all go, isn't it? One-handed. Okay, so now we should be able to turn this so there's a gap there, look, and it should line up with this adjustery. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, you line up those two so you can literally slide the cable out of its little home like that, and then bit of a jimmy to remove that plastic covered nipple, that little plastic bit, just to stop a little bit of friction and corrosion. Oh my god, that's horrible. Oh, that is horrible. Right, how do we unclip this then? There's like an eyelet here. Now, is that a... Oh, I see. Okay. It's all becoming apparent now. Without the aid of a safety net. How about that? Right, let's get this up on the work surface. Let me turn that radio off for a minute. It's making a nasty humming noise. Look at my bear mats. They're cool, aren't they? Never throw nothing away, mate. Polish. Yeah, I've actually been cleaning with actual polish. Right, here we have the cable in all of its splendourness. Can we see anything up there? Yeah, we can see rust. Oh, that's horrible. Look. Can you hear that, actually? Which end's great. It's down in this area. Right, this is going to get an absolutely thorough soaking. Here's my heat shrinks that I did on the teeth of the pliers, just to stop things scratching things that it shouldn't scratch. Isn't it nice just to know exactly where everything is? Now, this is one of these cable oilers. You basically undo the clamp bolt there, and you slide that you slide that into there, into that little slot, like so. Okay, here's one I made earlier. Because so you got the tiny bit at the back there, and then you slide that up and over the thread, 2 or 3 sort of threads if you like, work it up there, and then not too far, I'm going about 10 mil in there, 8 to 10 mil, there we are. And then we'll do this clamp up, so it should, you don't need to get spanners on it, you know, just finger tight. Alright, and then you put your straw in that little hole there, and you give it a good squirt. Now I'm going to use, I think I'm going to flush it through first with some of this stuff. So if I put a small rag on the floor like that, sorry, it fell. Alright, don't you start. So if we put that there, and then lightly, I guess lightly clamp, let's clamp it on the nut, shall we? Is that about 12 mil, that vice? Oh, it's 11.5. I don't know, it's 12 mil, there we go. Just pinch that up, just nip it up so it's there. Right, let's put a very small rag just down there, because hopefully we'll have things dripping out of that end. Okay, let's turn that round a bit. What's the chances of me doing this without having any hassle? Right, 2 seconds. Right, guys, you will not believe this. I've just stuck that in there. I gave it a tiny little squirt and dust came out of that end. I kid you not. It's a shame that the thingy's white. Let's see if we can catch it again. Ready? No. It's blown out the dust now. I couldn't believe that. 2 puffs of dust came out. Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to get you up the nose. It's just the way it happens. Right, so I've sprayed a couple of little squirties in there. That should be enough. Let's take that off, and then we should be getting, oh god, I can't believe, I really can't, for a 1-year-old bike. Oh my god. Oh, that's horrible. Good job I don't ride it very often, isn't it? Here you can see the WD coming through now, look. I just wanted to flush out any rust that's in there. I think it's a bit too far gone, this cable. I think it's actually split, because I really can't push that back in. I really can't. Let's try and pull it. It pulls out all right. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got me rubber pinched again. Oh dear, call the cops. Oh dear, come on, focus. In and out, in and out. You can do this as fast as you like, guys. It's all girls. Yeah, get your wife to do it. Can get your wife to do it. Not a problem. So then she'll be able to sort it out on her own next time with the milkman. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing about. Look at the goo coming out of there. Oh, that's not good at all, is it? So where's the grease then? It's supposed to be in these cables. Where is the grease? There isn't any, is there? Quite flipping obviously. I had a flipping hunch something was going on, and I was right. That's better, just by clearing that dust out. I couldn't believe it. I thought, it's atomising out the bottom already. Then I realised it was actually just dust. I don't know. Right. Yeah, anyway, going back to this lump here. If you've just joined the channel, I do apologise for this little bit of news, but I've got skin cancer, or a BCC, which is a basal something carcinoma, cloth head, I don't know, you'll probably show it on screen. So yeah, I've got to go and get this frozen and chopped off, and then dermatology, I've got to go over me thoroughly, completely, and check other lumps and bumps and make sure that the rest of it is all right. So there we go. Nothing to fret about. It just is what it is, isn't it? So get rid of it before it gets any bigger and grows. Right, I'm going to get some grease down there, and I'm going to go for, do you know what, I'm going to try and get some brake cleaner down there. That should get rid of all of this stuff, because this stuff is no good for lubrication, because it's not really an oil, is it? And then I will put some, I've got lithium grease in a can and copper slip grease in a can. What would you do, guys? Would you lithium it or copper slip it? I suppose copper slip, it's got, you know, micro particles of copper in it, which is a metal, which is probably not a good thing. I don't know. I'm going to stick with lithium. Well, give me 5 minutes and I'll splurt that through there, and I will see what the outcome is. Whether I've got to ditch this cable and get a new one, or try one of my looky likeys on there just to see. Incidentally, the new ones that I've got, they're greased already, or they've got that film of oil on there. This has got nothing on it. It's bone dry. Right. Okay, let's crack on. So, okay, so I have no idea if this footage has come on or not. I think you press that to stop it. Yes, you do. Right, so let's just turn that off now. Oh, hang on, we've got to save it. How do you save it? Don't know. Does that light need to be on? Not really. Oh, it's still going. Hello, camera. Camera's filming, camera's filming. This is really weird, isn't it? Right, I don't know how to use this properly. I've got the paperwork right there. It's literally right there. Right, I'm just going to stop that. You would have thought you just press the button, wouldn't you? Yeah, that stopped. Now it's fucking going again. Right, off. Now, is that going to save? I hope so. What a palaver. Easy, just read the manual first. You're a flipping nightmare. Off. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye. We shall soon see if anything came out of there. I've no idea what it sounds like, even if it has worked. Yeah, so, right. If it did work, you would know that I'm just going to leave this overnight now. With, was it multifunctional? It wasn't multifunction, it was PTFE spray. Lubricant that sticks on vertical surfaces, and so it doesn't run out. Oh, that is just... We'll do it as fast as we like, Minnie, can't we? That's much better. Double innuendos, I don't know. Right, I'm going to have a nice brew and call that a day, I think. Someone knocking the door. Got a nice doorbell. No, nobody's out there. Must be the gunshots in the shed. All right, I'll catch you guys in a little while. And thank you for It's down to me, oh, Mr. Rolling Stone. Okay, back in the shed. It's another day, and I have finished. with the clutch cable. Okay, what I did the last bit was to I did give it a bit of the old multifunction oil. Injected that into that little hole there, on there, and it came spurting out the end. So look at all that niceness there. You've got grease and you've got oil. Probably one's counteracting the other one, but there we go. It is what it is, isn't it? So that's all nice and free now. I'm quite happy now reinstalling that in the bike, and hopefully now I don't need muscles in my piss to pull the clutch lever in. Got me boo. I've just been downtown in the van. Drives wonderfully, but when you come off of a run and go into a village sort of thing, you have to slow right down. Does that curly little glow plug light, which is lack of pressure. So I bought a fuel filter, which is in that blue box right there. 33 quid for a fuel filter. You can have the cheap one or the expensive one. Yeah, guess what the expensive one was. What did I come over here for? Oh yeah, mug. You can find us on Facebook. All of us lads that are on here. Look. Bimblers. BMG. Bimblers Motorcycle Group. Okay, you can get us on Facebook, on that group, and say hello to us, and yeah, just chill out and have a chit chat. It's all good. It's all good. Right, I think that's about it. I will put the clutch cable in right now whilst I'm waiting for my coffee to cool down, and then it's indoors, feet up, because my flipping shoulders are burning. I did some recording, didn't I, on that little tiny camera? Do you know what? I've not looked at that footage yet. But I've managed to get the GoPro working. What a pain in the ass. Do any of you guys use GoPro? This is an old GoPro 6 Black. I think it was a gift. It was a gift from Mr. Goodwin. Yes, Mr. Clive. That was it. And yeah, so I've got it working about 3 years later, because I had one originally and I just couldn't get on with it. You know, this one's got a voice command on it. I say record, then it records, and I say stop, and it doesn't. And then I say bollocks to this, and then it cuts off, and then I'll link it to my phone, and then when I go away and come back again and go on the app on my phone, GoPro app, yeah, connect to your camera, yeah, I can't find it. Can't find it. And then the camera's going, I'm going press record on the phone, right, and it starts recording on the GoPro, but it can't find it. This is what I hate about technology. Do us a favour. I really hate that about technology. Not a lot more to catch up on. No, right, leaving to it. I'm going to throw that cable back in, and we'll have a look at how it feels. Groovy, man. Bow. I want to be sedated. Right, clutch cable's back in. Nicely adjusted, and that feels just so nice. It's just so nice. And it's great that Royal Enfields have put a USB point just under here, but boy, what a pain in the ass of a place to put it. Never mind, at least there is one there. That went really well. It was nice and easy. I'm so glad I just took the day I picked the bike up. I thought, oh crikey, that didn't feel good, but time, space continuum, it just doesn't happen, does it? But now I'm in the shed here, so that was officially, technically, the first productive maintenance job that I've done on this Meteor 350 in the shed. So there we go, all nicely on. The boots back on there now. That was quite easy to get on. I've exchanged that nasty horrible bolt for a nice what's that? It's an alloy. It's really light Allen key M6 thread bolt there. I was going to change this nasty little thing there, but it does a job. It's not rusting, so I'm happy with that. just need to nip that bit up, otherwise it's gonna dance all the way up there, and that's gonna dance follow it, and I'm gonna have no clutch in the end. What a twat. So yeah, M6 open end need for that. Right guys, thank you for watching. Like I say, this is the first of many videos of whatever happens in this little shed here, that I'm so pleased that we had the good fortune to manage to to pick up for a, well, the shed was free, but it costs £100 to go and get it with the van, with a hire van. But it's a small price to pay for like a £2.5 grand bloody shed, isn't it? It will see me out, I think. So got a good few years in it. Right, my bruise. Well, of course, that went years ago. That's gonna be it then. So yeah, thanks for watching, and catch up with you guys every other Thursday. So I can't work it out at the moment how many more there are till Christmas, because my little brain doesn't do that kind of calculations anymore, sadly. Right, doesn't it look good? Do you know what? It looks even better without the mirrors on, doesn't it? I don't like bar end mirrors. I do, but my gate is about that wide, so that's just about permissible. So you've got bar ends sticking out there. It's a no-no. Plus I've got these lights on the end anyway, the indicators and side lights, so that's cool. I think the keys are indoors for it, so I can't show you those if you're new to the channel. And if you are, welcome. I started cleaning the chain area because it's a right rusty old mess, because I have this more toothed sprocket. I think it's 15 times more green energy than we need. Right, that's what it does. 16S, 16 supers. That's what it is, 16 supers. Now, what do you think though? What are your thoughts on, initially this came with the brown seat. I personally, I like it better in black, but you know, I don't know. What do you reckon? Brown or burgundy? I think the backrest bit's just gone upstairs to the loft. So there we go. Anyway, that's enough whiffy waffling. Like I say, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your precious time with me, because time is precious, isn't it? Cool, great. Okay, if you have, fantastic, fandibidozy. I want to get 1 million subscribers by the end of the week. Yeah, that's going to happen, isn't it? Oh dear. Take care, and we'll see you again on the next job, which will be, it's on the table. Look, it's on the table. Rev counter. Simple as that. Is as simple as it's going to get, and it's got a chrome bezel which matches the chrome bezel on the clock there. Now the beauty is this one, it's got like a locking ring, oh Christ, on the outside. That's one I bought. That's the one I bought originally, but it don't work. I think I've blown the thing up. That is another one that I ordered because it's chrome, but they sent me one with a old school cable drive to it, in just a red and black for the illumination. Gave me a complete and utter refund for that, so that's good. And then I found this one, which is rather good. And what I was hoping of doing, because this is dead, I thought I'll unbolt it, I'll disconnect all the cables, and it's got the black body. And if I could sort of unnibble that, because that's all it is, it's pressed over a lip on this cup. If I can unnibble that and just throw all that shit away, squirt a load of stuff in there and just into there, that'll be sorted, won't it? Get some heat shrink on them, because that's long enough to go into the headlight by half. Oh dear. And the best thing is about this one is it's got the wiring. That's the part number. If anybody wants to go down this road, let me just follow the finger. Let's just flick some under unit lights on. So CX6107 dash bullshit at BS. That is CX6107 basically. Or you could always Google that and see what it says. But what I like about this is it is clear and concise about where you connect your cablies to, because all the other ones on the internet are very vague. Very, very vague indeed. Right, so white. Let's go for black's ground. Red is positive via the ignition, so the red becomes light with the ignition, so you just have to find that cable. So the black is ground, that is neutral, negative, earth, whatever you want to call it. Blue, revs per minute signal, so that's blue, that goes in with the negative from the to the coil, from the coil to the coil. See, there's a pickup there. Rev per minute signal. Blue, well, that says signal. Well, I know which one's a signal. It's the brown cable underneath the underneath the tank. So yellow's the backlight positive, and white is a ground switched. White is rate adjust. Oh, that is to adjust the, there's a little dial in there, and that actually illuminates. Can you see that little dial there? That illuminates. So that white, which goes to ground, so you have to literally like that to whatever the setting you want, and then leave it inside the headlight with a, I don't know, insulator on it. Yes, so once you've done it, then you can close the headlight up. It sounds a bit complicated, but it's not, I hope. So there we go. The white line touches the negative pole for 3 seconds to enter the setting speed ratio mode. So there you go. That was that. If you leave the negative pole for more than 3 seconds, it will exit the setting mode. So you'll find that by dibby dabbling that on whatever you're dibby dabbling on. 2. When the white wire touches negative pole, the value keeps increasing. When the white wire is taken off the negative pole, the value keeps decreasing. The longer the white line touches the negative, the faster the value counts. So the minimum step value counting is 0.1. Adjustable range is from 1 to 360. After adjusting the speed ratio to meet your requirements, the white line leaves the negative pole. Like I just said, you take that off of that. After 3 seconds, the tachometer will automatically save your setting that you set in the settings, and if the settings do not meet your requirements, then dibby dabble again. So it's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Yeah, this is for all like 2-cylinder, 4-cylinder bikes, diesel engine, outboard. It's not for a single cylinder, but that's why that just comes from the pickup. But you just got to go from the signal side of the coil, and there's a little plug that plugs into the coil. So there's a live and a signal, I think. Yeah, because I did the wrong one, didn't I, and blew that one up. I'll work it out and let you know. I did have it in my head that it was easy. There we go. Anyway, so that's the next project, is getting that mounted in here somewhere like that. Get that one out of the way, sort of thing. So I've got a nice little rev count there, and yeah, there we go. Really, basically what I was going to do between you and me was chop a big hole in the headlight, because it's so much smaller than these, and just put that inside and do the ring up and lose it inside the helmet. The helmet? The headlight bowl. But that's just me. Okay, well, I'll catch you later. And yeah, you've earned yourself a digestive. Crack on. I don't know.